Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to the Daily Hizuk. Thank you so much again for this opportunity. I say that every day, but you know what? Every day, that's how I feel. I wanted just to tell you, a person's face is an advertisement. You see my smile right now? It's unbelievable. When I smile, I'm giving off a vibe. I'm giving off an advertisement to everybody that Hashem and this world is beautiful and good. That's what I'm giving over. When I'm upset, and I look down, depressed, I'm basically giving an advertisement that the world, the situation, the reality that Hashem created stinks. And that can't be. Because Hashem is the Kol Yachol, He's the all-doing, He's all good. I heard this on a line called the Daily Bitachon. Unbelievable when you call in. My children gave me this number, and he quoted a bunch of things. First of all, the Chavot HaLevavot says a story of a Rabbi that was walking with his students, and they saw a dead carcass on the floor, all bugs on it, rotting flesh, and it smelled horrible. And they went up to that flesh and that carcass, and they all said, "Ugh, disgusting." You know what he said? "Look at those beautiful teeth." What was the Rebbe teaching them? When you speak about the things that Hashem creates in this world, you need to be careful. Because if chas v'shalom, you say something negative about this world or what transpires that Hashem creates, chas v'shalom, that could be lashon hara about Hashem Himself. There's a rabbi that passed away recently, Rabbi Jacobs. He was the mashgiach of the Lakewood Yeshiva, one of the mashgichim. He was an unbelievable person. He was very close to our Rabbi Simantov. And they say about him that he always had a positive outlook. And he always made sure to give off this idea that we just discussed. And they brought three unbelievable stories. I'm going to mention a couple of them. Now, when I say these stories, obviously he was holding on a much higher level than we are holding on, so we have to take it and understand it from his perspective. Unfortunately, he lost a daughter a number of years ago. And after he lost his daughter, his students saw that he was smiling more frequently and wider and brighter. And they went up to the mashgiach and said, "We don't understand, you just lost your daughter. Why are you doing that? Why are you smiling more now?" And he said an unbelievable thing. He said, "I know that people are looking at me. And if I'm going to be depressed, I'm afraid that people will think that I have questions on Hashem's ways, and I have no questions on Hashem's ways. Of course it hurts me. Of course it's painful for me. But I'm going to force myself to smile a little bit more so that people shouldn't think that Hashem is cruel, chas v'shalom." The second story is really fantastic as well. He went on a business trip to Manhattan, and he had a meeting with a very, very, very wealthy individual, a very, very wealthy person. And at the meeting, he comes in and he was going to raise money for a certain organization that does some amazing work. He gets into the office, and the man was so disgustingly mean to him, screaming at him, admonishing him. And he looks at him, he says, "You wasted your time coming here, Rabbi. You're not getting anything from me." And when they left the office, the rabbi was in an extra special good mood. And the people that were with him were just shocked by it. And he said the following thing. He said, "Hashem needed me to go through this. Hashem understood that I needed to hear those words, and I needed to come to Manhattan. And the very fact that I got that message to understand that everything is from Hashem made that my trip was not a waste." What a level. What a tremendous level. It's important to note that everything we hear and everything that happens to us is for a reason. And of course, the person who does something wrong, they have to deal with Hashem. That's not for us to deal with. Of course that person made a bad decision. But it doesn't change the fact that we needed to hear those words. And it could be anything at any time. Understanding that Hashem is running this world, everything that we're going through, the coronavirus, it's painful, It hurts. It's frustrating. But when you take that step back and you meditate upon the fact that Hashem is running this world, and it's clearly from Hashem, then you realize, hey, who knows better, me or him? And then you could be b'simcha. And then you could smile and show the world that when Hashem decides, we accept it with simcha. Because after all, he's the one who decided we should even have life in the first place. I wish everybody a wonderful day. I hope you gain some Hizuk out of this. And it gives you the strength to persevere and not only to be okay through these times, but to actually be happy in these times. To persevere and to be b'simcha gidolah. Have a great day.